I would like to introduce the participants and the team codes. 104 Anushka Singh.
A very good morning to one and all. I, Anushka Singh from Army Public School, stand here to recite a poem, and the title of my poem is Where the Mind is Without Fear. It is written by Nobel laureate Thakur Rabindranath Tagore. So let us start. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by the narrow domestic walls, where words comes out from the depth of truth, where the tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reasons has not lost its way into the dreary desert sands of dead habits, where the mind is led, forwarded by thee, into ever widening thoughts and actions, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause for this wonderful performance. Now, our next contestant is 104 Yashvi Singh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yashvi Singh from class 5th. I'm going to recite a poem based on theme transformation. The name of the poem is Change in Nature. Change is very important to us in our life. Change is not only in nature, it is in humans, animals, and climate also. Let's begin the poem. Under the sunset golden rays, yonder mountains green and grey transforms to a delicate purple hue, then subtly fading out of view. After the Maker's wondrous plan, the sinful sordid soul of man, through Christ is filled with holy love, cleans white as snow the mountains above, to find itself at one with God. Moral of the poem is: change is law of the nature and occurs in everyday life and in all time and all places. Change may be desirable and undesirable, slow and fast change, man-made and natural change. In this modern scenario, climate change has become more significant problem facing the world. Global warming is increasing day by day. If we can't prevent it as soon as possible, the world will face undesirable consequences. It will affect the basic elements of life for the people around the world. It is our moral responsibility to protect the nature. Thank you.
Now, our next participant is 102 Bhavik.
I Bhavik, my school code is 102. Today, the poem I am going to recite is written by William Shakespeare from his novel As You Like It. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They have their own exit and entrance, and one man in his time plays many parts. His act being 7 ages of man, at first the infant, mewling and puking in nurse's arms, and then the winning schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, and creeping like a snail, unwilling to school, and then a lover, signing a furnace with a hooful ballad made with his mistress' eyebrow, then a soldier, full of strange oaths and beard like the path, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubbles of reputation, even in the cannon's mouth, then the justice, in fear round belly with the good cap on lined, eyes are severe and beard of formal cut, full of sauces and modern instances, so he play his part. The sixth age shifts into lean and zippered pantaloons and spectacles on nose and pouches on side. His youthful hose well saved a world too wide. His shunk shank and big manly voice is again towards the childish treble pipes. That ends a eventful history. Is second childishness and mere oblivion, sense teeth, sense eyes, sense taste, sense everything. Thank you.
Our next contestant is 112 Athar Singh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Athar Singh, and I am going to recite a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson, and its title is Come Out With Me. Come out with me, it's a lovely day. Come out with me, why don't you play with me? Come out with me, why don't you always don't come out? It's a lovely day, come out with me. Thank you.
Wow, that was a lovely performance. Now, our next participant is 111 Amity Sinha.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Amity Sinha and I'm from Seta Majapuria School, Mahmudabad. 112. I'm going to represent a poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, by Rabindranath Tagore. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the word has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms toward perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thoughts and actions, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Thank you.
Now, our next contestant is 113 Muskan Mishra.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Muskan Mishra. I am from class 5th C with a school code 113. Today, I am going to recite a poem on transformation. This poem is about a little boy who do not want to transform. So, let's start the poem. Once there lived a little boy. He was happy and full of joy. He wore a cap and had no foes. He had little fingers and little toes. It's time to leave the primary school. This change, he thinks, is not so cool. What about Will, Jen, and Betty? He will not find them in the new city. The boy with brown hair is puzzled. He sat while it drizzled. He has friends, a few. Change for him is new. Oh dear son, evolve with the time. Transform with the time. Brave fear no change on earth. Change gives life its worth. Says his mum, consoling her little boy. Her words gave him some joy. The boy has learnt a lesson. Transforming is his new mission. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Now, our next contestant is 110 Linishka Pandey.
With the heartiest and warm hello to all the dignitaries, I present myself to this astonishing event. Beloved, you can call me as Linishka Pandey, class 5th, code 110. Good morning, everyone. I would like to express my thoughts over the changing scenario. So, the title of my poem is Transformation. As we all know, the world is transforming a lot. Every aspect in the world is changing, from human behavior, life to environment, from basic digital technology to artificial intelligence. Before starting my poem, I would say that this poem is self-composed. So here is my poem. Though artificial but genuine, though not a human but has brain, though no emotions but teach how to emote, though no eating but teach how to cook, though no writing but teach how to write, though no studying but yet it gives tips in studying, though no diploma but a master in all degrees. The masters of all sometimes meet trouble. Like humans, it feels tiresome. Just unplug and open once more your gadgets, never complaining even being called of transformation human as computer. Transformation should be for making our lives more easier. Transformation should be for evolution, not for destruction. It is certainly a gift to human civilization. Transformation makes easier global banking portal at home. All are the outcomes of digital India. To provide services at global standards, to make our wild dreams a perfect reality. At the end, I would rest myself by saying, change for a reason. Regards and well wishes. Thank you, Linishka Pandey.
Transformation is very important. Well said. Now, our next participant is 106 Mansi Devi.
I am Mansi Devi. My school code is 106. The title of my self-composed poem is Transformation of a Soul. Dear soul, let's talk. Is it your break time? The soul was sleeping in its ignorance. Suddenly anger erupted. What happened, dear love? Why do you remember the soul now? Love said softly. Oh, dear anger, I just want to talk to my soul. Talk to your soul? Oh, how disgusting. Why are you so overpowering, anger? You see how miserable you have made this soul. Do you think I am responsible for this? You were the one who separated from the soul, isn't it? Battered love answered softly. No, I did not separate from the soul. I just hid inside as a future potentiality, given the freedom of choice to the whole of humanity. Ha! Freedom of choice to humanity? Or left them in a calamity? Who realized it? Who discovered it? Who got transformed? No one. I rolled. Ha ha! Anger, hatred, disgust became unnecessary part of human nature. Oh soul, why don't you transform and rise? Why don't you realize the hidden love? Oh wise, your true nature, tranquility. Frightened anger bleated. Oh love, do not nudge the soul to rise. Otherwise, where will we go and reside? Let it rest in constant sleep, in falsehood and darkness deep. Suddenly, the ignorant soul wakes up. Stop! Don't say a word, love. You don't know what pain you put me through, though you were hiding in my every groove. Love smiled and said, Behold, dear soul, why did you not look inside instead of feeding outside? Inside? Yes, inside. The seeds of transformation lay inside. Gratitude, dear love, for your advice. Oh, what is happening to me? Is this realization? I am growing, I am expanding, I am transforming. Ah, what a wonderful experience it is. Oh, yes, I have discovered love, tranquility, and peace. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause for this wonderful performance. Now, our next contestant is 109 Devishi Verma.
Good morning. Here presented to you is Devishi Verma with a school code 109. Live, love, laugh, I say. Once upon a time when I was 7, when my room full of toys was heaven. During a party, I sat all alone, sulky and sour. Absent a smile, my face did glower. 'Twas when my mom asked me to give away my favorite toy for another child to play. I could not fathom. I didn't know why. And all I could do was not to cry. Then my granny came along. One look at me and she asked, "What's wrong?" And as I narrated the tale of my chagrin, the misfortune that had befallen me and the horrors therein, with glimmering eyes, then Grandma said to me, "My sweet little boy, in sharing, there's glee. When doing things together in a pair, the fun doubles and our troubles wear. When we trust, it always comes around. In such harmony, life's little joys abound. And one more thing, the power of unity. It empowers and enables us with opportunity. Her words, her smile, her joyous predication lend me the seeds of transformation. That day on me a realization dawned. Sharing and trust makes the strongest bond. I knew then there's no joy in playing solo. All conquests vain, all victories hollow. It was my moment of utter epiphany. I could be social, have friends many. As if instantly it changed the way I used to be. In this new world, the new reality, I felt so free. Ever since that day, I did those words imbibe, and I hope I may grow the tribe of all those who believe, of all those who dream that the people could join in as one planet, one team. A team that could conquer all, the evil, the negative, big or small. And I hope the world soon catches on. May our heartstrings meet, may togetherness spawn. May we change all that's wrong today. Tomorrow, let's live, love, and laugh, I say. Thank you.
Wow, that was a very encouraging poem. Now, our next contestant is 105 Adi Chandra.
Good morning. My name is Adi Chandra. I am a student in class 5. My school code is 105. The poem which I am going to recite is Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf by Roald Dahl. As soon as Wolf began to feel that he would like a decent meal, he went and knocked on Grandma's door. When Grandma opened it, she saw the sharp white teeth, the horrid grin, and Wolfie said, "May I come in?" Poor Grandmama was terrified. "He's going to eat me up," she cried. And she was absolutely right. He ate her up in one big bite. But Grandmama was small and tough, and Wolfie wailed, "That's not enough. I haven't yet begun to feel that I have had a decent meal." He ran around the kitchen yelping, "I've got to have a second helping," then added with a frightful leer, "I'm therefore going to wait right here till little Miss Red Riding Hood comes home from walking in the wood." In came the little girl in red. She stopped, she stared, and then she said, "What great big ears you have, Grandma!" "All the better to hear you with," the wolf replied. "What great big eyes you have, Grandma!" said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to see you with," the wolf replied. He sat there watching her and smiled. He thought, "I'm going to eat this child. Compared with her old grandmama, she's going to taste like caviar." Then Little Red Riding Hood said, "But Grandma, what a lovely, great, big furry coat you have on." "That's wrong," cried Wolf. "Have you forgot to tell me what big teeth I've got?" "Ah, well, no matter what you say, I'm going to eat you anyway." The small girl smiles. One eyelid flickers. She whips a pistol from her slicker. She aims it at the creature's head, and bang, 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 she shoots him dead. A few weeks later, in the wood, I came across Miss Riding Hood. But what a change! No cloak of red, no silly hood upon her head. She said, "Hello, and do please note my lovely furry woolskin coat." Thank you.
Wow, that was a very delightful poem, listening to Little Red Riding Hood. Now, our last contestant is 114 Janvi Bhatnagar.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janvi Bhatnagar and my school code is 114. Today, I am going to recite a poem by Elizabeth Bray Browning called Change Upon Change. The poem is about a lost relationship and change. Over here, the poet depicts her internal feelings through the images of changing seasons. 5 months ago, the stream did flow and the lilies bloomed within the sedge, and we were lingering to and fro when no one can track thee in the snow. Along the stream, beside the hedge, ah, sweet, be free to love and go, for I do not hear thy foot. The frozen river is as mute, and the flowers have dried down to the root. And why, since these be changed since May, shouldest thou change less than thy? As slow, slow as the winter snow, the tears drifted to my eyes and poor cheeks 5 months ago. Set blushy at thy praises so, put on paleness for a disguise. For if my face has turned too pale, it is thine oath that first did fail. It is thy love that was proven false and frail. And why, since these be changed, should I change less than thou? Thank you.
Wow, that was a lovely poem. Now, I would like to call upon the judges to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations for such a wonderful performance. And first, congratulations to the little girl here. These events are here organized to build stage confidence among students. And I must congratulate all the schools and all the students and teachers who have prepared you all so well. It was indeed delightful to see such wonderful performances, excellent pronunciation. Some of the compositions were really nice. May you all grow. And I think all of you are a winner today, coming here on stage, speaking so well. And of course, we have to do some marking, but that doesn't make any of you any less winner than the ones that will be ranked. Learning is fun, isn't it? Thank you, ma'am, for inviting us here. On behalf of Mrs. Rehana Ali also, I thank everyone here.
Good morning to all of you, and it was such a pleasure listening to these little ones. So I'm so happy the kind of confidence you all have, and of course the variety of subjects you chose, whether it was from Rabindranath Tagore to your own compositions. And I was so happy to see the future writers and poets. So, and of course leaders also, because the way you all spoke. So my blessings, best wishes are with you, and I'm sure next time you will all be writing your own poems, and your own compositions will be there. So all the best, and thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting us. And it was really well organized. For that, let me congratulate you. And the way they, so nicely sat and listened to everyone and appreciated that. That is also very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you.